Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America. And hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today, despite my saying I wasn't going to be back on until sometime in September because of our pending move, I decided I would jump on and share with you the items I got from our brand new, sorry, I didn't grab it. There we go, our new mini catalog. That goes live on September 6th. And once that happens, I can actually show you the inside. But if you are in Australia and you do not have a demonstrator that you actively work with, I would love to be that person for you, and I would happily send you one of these beautiful catalogs. So just drop me a line, nancy@nancysniftynotes.com. That's nancysniftynotes.com, and I will send one out to you. Yep, so I went ahead and placed a pre-order even though we are getting ready to move, and that's because I want to be able to jump right into creating things once I have my new craft room set up. And while I was at it, I also picked up a couple of goodies from the annual catalog as well. So I'm going to start with those. These are things that had been on my wish list and I hadn't gotten to yet. But this one is the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. And hello, Gladys. Thanks for joining me. If you're coming on here, please do say hello so I know who's here. Yeah, so we've had a whole series of brick embossing folders. This one is the current one. I like having brick. Makes a nice background for a lot of different things. So I went ahead and got it. It's a much smaller brick pattern than we've had before, which is good. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I will say I am a little baffled that they've made this one, what do they call it? Exposed brick. Yeah, I don't know. They've made it with this sort of worn texture to it, very similar to what is it? The time-worn type? Yay. Anyhow, hello Paula, thanks for joining me. Like I said, I jumped on just to be able to show off the new goodies I got. And then this one has been on my list since I saw the annual catalog for the very first time, and I finally broke down and got it. This is Hey Chuck. If you've seen Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick, this is the male companion, although I don't suppose they have to be male, but I guess they are roosters. I don't know. Anyway, you know I like the cute critters, and they actually have coordinating dies too, so I'm looking forward to playing with that. And what? Okay, now we're going to get into mini catalog items. And the box just arrived. I haven't taken anything out yet. So, excuse the crinkling wrapping. These are the deckled circle dies, which I am very happy to see for a couple of reasons here. One, because they retired the layering circled dies, and there are circle dies in that outer space bundle, but I haven't purchased that. So here are some others, and look at how big this one is. Look at how big they go. I'm happy to have big circles, and the decal doesn't. I'm kind of neutral about the decaling, but I'm pleased to have more circles. So there's that one. And then these are some other fun embossing folders. These are the cheery patterns. And I'm hoping these carry over past this one because they're not particularly holiday. They're neutral, but they're fun. Very modern. Some asymmetric circles and these waves. Can you see them? Anyway, I think those are going to be fun to play with. And then these I got excited about. You've noticed I've been doing more with the decorative masks. So they came out with another set. And I'm really excited about that's, I guess, a houndstooth. That's fine. Some snowflakes. That's fine. We don't get snow here. Leaves. They're cute. This is the one I'm more excited with. Or excited about. These are stacking ones, and they have a notch here for alignment, and they're numbered. So there's number 1. These make a flower. You stack them up together to make flowers, sunflower type flowers, I guess, or maybe you could call them daisies too. I think we might play with that once we get finished looking at everything. That's supposed to be number 2. Okay. So set those aside. And then I've got a couple other stamp sets here. Oh, I got this ribbon. This is an iridescent white ribbon. And I love to get white ribbon because you can always color it whatever color you need. There we go. Try this out. And I like the iridescent. It's nice. Pre-orders are fun. And then I got several of the sentiment sets because you can mix and match and do all kinds of things. And I like this bright, bold. I like how it progresses. It's like ombre in font weight. And I think that'll be fun to use. And then I have been putting in the suggestion box for several years now to bring back a sentiment set that has a wide variety of stuff. So you can buy a stamp set and have, this one goes from Easter to Halloween, Valentine's, there's a thank you. We have zillions of those, but it has a whole variety of things. Happiest of birthdays. That's a nice one. I'm going to use that a lot. Yeah. I like it, and I wanted to support them doing that sort of range. And then this one is, I'm going to pull this one has been out in a couple of catalogs. Biggest Wish, and it coordinates well, I think, with this More Wishes. So I like that. You can do, you can say happy and then New Year, or, I think we're going to be able to, yeah. I think this is good. And then I got this bundle. This is Wishes All Around. And I like this Christmas tree wreath. I like the Christmas greetings too. I like it that, I don't have to use the snowflakes, and it doesn't talk about winter, because it's not winter here at Christmas, and all of that stuff. And I like the dies. Get them open here. There's a lot of dies in this one. Yeah, so there's a couple different wreaths. So there's the one that will cut out the Christmas tree wreath. And then you can do individual Christmas trees because there's an individual Christmas tree. I love that they send multiples for the same one. Likewise, the sprigs. And then I like these 2 wreaths too. I will do some snowflake stuff to send to to people in the Northern Hemisphere, but I like that we can do more summery type things too for here. So I thought that was a good one to buy. And then I bought this entire suite, and I have a feeling that, I can't remember if the ribbon is part of the suite or not. It may not be. They've been keeping the suites a little smaller. This is the Merry and Bright suite. And I like traditional Christmas stuff, but I also love the bright contemporary stuff as well. So that's what I went with for the first pre-order. We'll see what I do for an order after the catalog goes live. And this one has dies to cut out the bulbs. Glenn loves this size, you know, the big C6 bulbs or whatever they're called. I love the minis, the fairy lights. I think this is fun. There's some mugs, it looks like. And these are, what did they call it? Iridescent adhesive back. Iridescent seems to be the thing right now. So these are just little iridescent, I guess maybe they're plastic dots. Those are going to be fun to play with. And then this is Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil sheets. And I don't want to blind you here, but these are going to be bright and shimmery. Yeah. Woohoo! But again, these are bright, kind of summery colors. And, you know, Christmas is right in the middle of summer for us. So let's see what this has. Mini lights. Ooh. Polka dots. Kind of bigger lights. And stripes. See, and a lot of this doesn't have to be just Christmas. Oh, that's a fa la 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 la's. That's okay. Rainbow stripes. And stars. More polka dots. There's some contemporary Christmas trees with stars. Different stripes. And Christmas trees. And that's it. These are going to be very fun to play with. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a bunch of Christmas card classes coming up in the new space. It's just going to be fun. Okay, I'm going to bring in a piece of grid paper and these flower decorative masks, Abundant Beauty decorative masks, and let's have a play. I have not packed up most of my craft room yet, but it's coming anytime now. And I think just for ease, I'm going to take down my cardstock. This is removable Scotch tape, or sticky tape. If you don't know it, it's the one that has the light blue core. And I love it for things like this. And I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to bring in a pencil. I'm going to mark where my notch is, so I can put my next ones on. Okay, let's figure out some colors here. We'll do a yellow, one of these greens. And I think maybe we'll do a little tape on this as well, just for ease. Do some Daffodil Delight. Some Berry Burst. This one too. It's Blackberry Bliss. There's a good. There we go. And we'll do Granny Apple Green. Let's see how we go. So these are our blending brushes, and I'm just swirling it on the ink pad and then swirling it over the mask. You can do less and more. You can go just in one direction, which will get the ink to concentrate on one side. There we go. So that's the first one. Ooh, how neat is that? So now here's number 2. And again, I'm really glad I've taped this down and I have marked my notch here so I can line up at the top here. I'll tape down again so I don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to bring in the Granny Apple Green, and I don't have to worry about getting on other parts of it or not, because the only thing that's exposed are the leaves. We've been asking for these, I know, because some other companies have had similar builder type stencils for a while. And we've asked for some, and now we've got them. And these will just wipe off or rinse right off. Lining up. And I'm going to do some Berry Burst. This isn't traditional sunflower colors, but I think they're going to be fun. There we go. And then this is the final layer. know these are meant to be pretty well offset. I am going to adjust it just, maybe not. There we go. Okay, now I've brought in Blackberry Bliss to go on top of the Berry Burst. Yeah, there we go. I'm pleased with that. Now, if you wanted to, you could fussy cut those out, or you can cut down this layer and put mats behind it. This is just a quarter sheet of cardstock. I didn't cut it down as a layer yet. So here's a card base. That's exactly the same size as the front. So I could cut it down and layer it up. We'll see what I do with it. I just wanted to play with the masks. They are fun. They are fun. So, yes, those pencil lines made lining it up so easy. So easy. And you can play with it. These are designed to be kind of loosey-goosey offset. If you don't like it offset exactly like that, you can play with it. You don't have to be exact. For my first one I did. You can do a couple different colors if you want on the leaves. You play around with what happens if you just brush that way, and you'll catch more ink against the edge of the stencil on that side than this side. It provides a different look to everything. So yeah, it's going to be fun to play with stuff. That's really all I have today. Hello, Christine. Thanks for joining me. I really didn't have a project in mind. I just wanted to show you what I found and say hello. And I will be back. Our move date got moved. We have to do some work in the house before we move in, or we don't have to, but we are going to. A little bit of patching and painting of some walls, particularly the one where they had a huge headboard attached to the wall with giant screws in the master bedroom. And we're getting a few more electrical outlets put in and new carpet. And all of that is going to take about a week from when we get the house to when that's complete because of scheduling things. So it'll probably be later in September than I had originally thought before I'm back to do my regular Facebook Lives. But we'll just play it by ear and see how we go. Keep an eye out. I will post. And feel free to keep posting stuff on this page, Nancy's Nifty Notes, on Facebook. Feel free to email me, message me. I'm around. I will talk to you later and see you in September. Bye-bye.